Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is the presentation visible? All right. Let's begin. So today we have to start with the decision-making process or the steps involved in decision making. So there are two types of processes that can be followed when we are taking a decision. Either the traditional process or the scientific process. Now, what is the traditional process? Firstly, proper decisions do not automatically arise in our brain. Thinking is a sure process of decision making. Following this process is always useful. Now, the traditional due to hundreds of uncertainties in the environment, the decision taken by this process are also often two ways of thinking unfavorable decision of taking unfavorable decisions. First is the traditional way and the scientific way. What is the traditional way or the traditional process? Under this, rational method is not adopted for decision making. So under the traditional method, rational decisions are not taken. It often resorts to full examples, and decisions are taken based on limited knowledge and experience. Okay, so basically we base our decisions on whatever has happened in the past, and at that time what decisions were taken. Similar decisions would be taken according to the traditional process. Okay, what other successful people did under similar circumstances has also been a method of decision making in this type of method. Many times decisions are taken on the basis of astrology, insight, bad omen means bad luck, then dreams, scripture declarations, and order of elders, etc. Okay, so under traditional method, the rational decision is not taken. It is not based on the analysis of the available data or the kind of environment we are operating in, etc. Okay, we do not base our decisions on these rational aspects. We base our decision on either past experiences, what has been a similar decision in past in similar situation. Then otherwise we also base it on astrology, what should be the right decision according to the stars. A lot of people read astrology columns in the newspaper. Okay, so a lot of decisions are based on that as well. Okay, then what elders have told that no, this has to be done, so according to them whatever is right we do it. We do not think rationally what should be done or not. If they have said it has to be done. Okay, but under scientific process an effort is made to choose the best option, so that this method of making systematic and prudent decisions can be done effectively in order to serve the purpose in the least cost and time. Okay, so here the main purpose is to achieve the objective as well as save the extra cost and time that would be wasted if the wrong decision was taken. Decisions process is important sequential steps, has some important sequential steps. What are the steps? we will discuss now. Okay, the first step is search and define the problem. So searching and defining the problem includes the decision is always taken on some issue. Okay, there is always a problem where decision has to be taken. You can name it this problem. The first step is in the decision making process is to properly identify the problem. Often decision makers are not clear about the problem under consideration and they waste their time and energy on it. One needs to go deeper to find the real problem. It is important to identify the most important core issues. Many times there are components related to a problem, or it is said that many components together form a problem. In such a situation, the most important component should be found. So basically here we are trying to look for the problem. What is the issue where there is a discrepancy, or where a decision is to be taken, or where is there a need for taking a decision. Unless and until we identify the problem, we cannot solve it. Okay, for example, when you go to the doctor, for example, you have a stomach ache. Okay, the doctor will ask you what is the problem. If you do not tell him what the problem is, he or she may not be able to solve it. Okay, so once you tell him that yes, my stomach is paining, so he'll ask you further questions about it. Okay, analyze the problem, which we will go on in the next steps. So first of all, we need to search for and identify the problem. Okay, then second is search for limiting factor. Now what is limiting factor? Managers have given a concept called constraining component or limiting factor. The only component or the most important root component between a problem is called a restrictive component. Other components are its complementary and collaborative components. The restrictive component should be identified as the central component. It is possible to identify the problem correctly. A motor vehicle is in good condition from the other point of view, yet it still cannot move. It is known that there is no petrol in it. So this is an example where we have taken that a motorcycle may look fine, it may test fine, but if there is no fuel in the vehicle, it will not move further. It is known that there is no petrol in it, but the petrol was filled yesterday. Upon searching, it is known that his or her petrol tank is broken. Here the bursting of petrol tanks is a restrictive component. So basically all these components that they are talking about is that when we are in an organization, there are various things working simultaneously at the same time. Out of all these things, all these separate activities are named components. If one of these components does not function correctly, it may cause a problem. Okay, so the component that is causing the problem or which is causing the issue is a restrictive component. Okay, and that is what the limiting factor is, which is stopping the success or maybe stopping us from achieving the objective. Next is to analyze the problem. Now once we have found the problem, we have found the limiting factor, we need to analyze the problem. Okay, by analyzing we mean unnecessary information can be avoided by having a correct identification of the problem. There are two types of information, primary and secondary. Primary information is collected by the institution itself, and secondary information is collected by other agencies which the organization uses. The smaller the problem, the simpler the analysis, and the seriousness of the problem complicates the analysis. So when we are talking about the analysis of the problem, once we have found out the problem, we can either search for information related to the problem either on our own, okay. For example, when we discussed about a stomach ache, I can either ponder over what I ate or what did I do to cause this stomach ache, or I can ask my parents or I can ask the doctor about what the problem is, okay. So we analyze the problem, find out what are the things that are causing the problem. Then next is development of alternatives. Development of alternatives. Development of alternatives is a very important part of decision making. If all options are not discovered, then the selection of the best option is impossible, okay. So we have to keep in mind that we list out all the available options to solve the problem. If we do not have the information of all the alternatives that are available to us, we may lose or we may not be able to solve the problem correctly, okay. Alright, so moving on, some of the major methods of developing alternatives can be experience. Either we develop the alternatives based on past experiences. Past experiences also help to suggest several alternative routes. Learning from past mistakes is also included in experiences. Experiences is a great teacher, but it also have many limitations. New experiments can also be best. History does not repeat itself identically. If all other things remain constant, then the successful decisions can be repeated, okay. So in case we had taken similar, we had dealt with a similar situation in the past. You cannot hear me. I am seeing that some of it. Alright, so first method would be based on experiences. That can be past experiences or other people's experiences. Then advice. Today, information of outputs options can be collected from managers, experts, and managerial institutes. Reference literature is also ablaze with the latest information, and there are also professional consultants. So either we can base it on our personal experiences, maybe experiences of the past, or we can take the advice of experts or of managers or in case of health we can take advice of parents or grandparents, okay. Then describing. The third method would be describing. Serious analysis done while analyzing the problem helps in developing of alternatives. So we can sit and brainstorm. What is brainstorming? It is sort of discussing with people or discussing with oneself what is the problem or analyzing the problem, and once we think about the problem, we will develop various alternatives, okay. In general life also, if you face a problem, what you do is you think over it, what I should do, and there are solutions that you get in your mind. Then hunch and intuition. Many times some choices come to us suddenly from some unknown corner inside us, whose success we have great reverence. These choices come out of the conscious are the product of our specific mindset. Now intuition, what does intuition mean? Can somebody tell me what intuition means? Yes, sort of sixth sense. We have a feeling that yes, this would be the right choice, and this would be the right option for me. So that is, yes, Dinky says feeling of possibility. Very good. So we can also base development of alternatives on intuition. Okay. Next step is, here we were developing the alternatives. The next step, once we have developed the alternatives, we move on to evaluation of alternatives, which involves the law of elimination. Now elimination, what does elimination means? Getting rid of. Okay. So when we evaluate the alternatives, once we have listed all the alternatives, yes, these are the various options with me, out of which I can choose. Okay. For example, I want to get dressed for a party. Okay, and I analyze the problem, that the problem is what I should wear. I do not know what I should wear. Okay. So once I have analyzed the problem, I develop the alternatives. So I find out from my wardrobe or my closet what are the options available. Okay, what are the dresses that would be a perfect choice to wear to this party. Okay, once I develop these alternatives, or once I develop or select the options, then I will have to evaluate each option. Okay, for example, I find out 6 to 7 dresses that I can possibly wear to this party. So out of these 7 dresses, then I have to obviously choose one. I cannot wear all of them, or 5 out of 7. Okay, I'll only have to wear one of them. Okay, so how to choose between all these alternatives? Then I will start eliminating it. How? For example, one has a broken button, so that is eliminated. The other one is not suitable for the climate that is going on. It is hot, and I cannot wear that particular dress in a hot climate, so that is also eliminated. In this way, the alternatives that are available, the options available to solve the problem, are slowly eliminated by analyzing each of the alternatives, by evaluating the result of all these alternatives. Okay. After I have evaluated all the alternatives, I select the best alternative choice. Okay. So after using the law of elimination, I come to a decision that yes, this is the perfect dress for me. I select the best option out of all the alternatives that were available. Okay. Then arrangement of implementation of decision making. Now once I have taken or selected the best alternative, then I take the decision. Okay, and once the decision has been taken, obviously when I selected the best alternative, that was the decision that I took. Then that decision has to be implemented. Okay, like I selected the dress, and then I will have to iron it, or and then wear it, and accessorize it, or dress it up. Okay, after I have implemented the decision, I have to follow up the action. Okay, I select the dress, I wear it for some time, and judge whether the comfortability is all right or not. Okay, so that is the follow up action. In case of business, if I say, I evaluate the alternative strategies, then I select the best strategy. Once the best strategy has been selected, it is implemented. After implementation, the manager or the person taking the decision has to keep in mind to keep checking on it once in a while, how the decision is doing, how is the outcome coming. Okay, if it is the desired outcome that we wanted, or should we create some changes to it. Okay, so this is the entire decision making process. The last topic under decision making that we have to discuss is the decision making methods. Okay, now these are various methods, or we can say techniques of decision making. We'll quickly go through them. Okay, estimation method. What is estimation method? This method is the simplest, quickest and economical method of decision making. This method is adopted in a decision where whose area of influence is limited and decisions are to be natural in nature. In this method, influence is often prime. Prime means of most importance. Therefore, truth does not have 100% reliability. This method is viewed with great skepticism, especially in situations where large amounts of capital are appropriated. So, estimation method of decision making, we try to guess or try to estimate what would be the right decision to take, or what would be the outcome of the alternatives that are available with me. Okay, and the best estimate is actually chosen as a decision. Then principles. We now see, I'm quickly going through these points because there is no need for us to discuss these points in too much detail. Okay, so that's why I'm not emphasizing too much on them. Okay, because this is just one topic of our syllabus, and under that all these topics were included. So you can just read through the notes that I have uploaded on Moodle and you will understand better in case you want the matter or the notes. So I have uploaded the notes and you can download it from there. Next is principles of management method. Although there are no methods of decision making in principle of management, yet these principles act as a guidance in the decision making process. Okay, so according to Hutchinson, the principles of management do not hold any special significance as a decision making method, but they still play a very important role in determining the decision making environment. So principle of management includes various activities like planning, organizing, controlling, etc. These activities influence the decisions that we take. Okay, and they are important in order to develop the alternatives or get to the analysis of best alternative available. Okay, next is procedure counter form method. Under this model method, a model is firstly prepared for decision, then a decision is taken. For example, suppose a company has to produce a new item. A copy of the product to be produced is first prepared, then it is determined whether the item will suit the need of the prospective customers, whether the item will be liked by the customer, and whether it will be technically successful. Not only this, different possibilities are prepared by preparing many types of models, and after that a decision is taken in relation to the manufacture or not to manufacture the said item. Okay, so procedure counter form method helps us in a way where we in case of selection of a product or selection of a service, we create a model and distribute it among the customers. Like in the case of, I've already given the example of a cell phone. Cell phone companies usually, when they are going to launch new models, what they do is they create prototypes of their new model phones and distribute it among some of the employees, and also give them to their family members in order to review it. Okay. And based on that review, based on that feedback, the further processing is done. Next is practical method. Ideology of group decision is the result of behavior science method. The employee selection process is a simple but important achievement in the behavioral science method. Psychological investigation done at the time of selection of employees is a method developed by this technique. So practical method helps in selection of employees for the organization, who is best suited for which job, which post, what are the qualifications, and according to the qualifications the post is assigned. Intuition method. This method of decision making is the result of intuition. So we have already discussed what is intuition. It is a feeling of possibility or sixth sense, or a feeling that yes, this would be the right choice to take. Some scholars are of the opinion that the beginning and end of intuition lies in the inner sense. It has a place of feelings and reactions among other things. When the method of general decision is not used, this method is used only. So this method is used in case of where we decide based on our feelings what would be the right choice to make. Okay, everybody is understanding. I hope there's too much silence in the, nobody is messaging. A little unsure about, okay, right, because I was not sure everybody is able to hear or understand, so just keep on saying something so that I have you connected with me. Okay, then next point, economic and financial method. General economic and financial considerations and marginal analysis theory have contributed significantly to decision making methods. Financial techniques provide an important basis in the decision making process, such as full profit basis, full rate of return on appropriated capital, repayment of appropriation, recovery, etc. So under this method, under the financial method or economical method, we base our decision on the financial aspect of, or the result. What would be the financial result of my decision? Will it have benefit for me? Will it provide me with profit? That is the ultimate choice that is taken for the decision. Okay, then brainstorming method. It is considered the best method of generating creative ideas. So brainstorming is a very simple method. These sessions are also done in class. I have done few of these brainstorming sessions in my classes. So brainstorming is basically we create a group of people, okay, and give them a problem to discuss. Every person is supposed to come up with ideas or solutions to that problem. Okay, so when this is beneficial when, for example, I am trying to solve a problem on my own. Okay, when I try to solve a problem alone, there is a limitation to my capacity of thinking or capacity of understanding or solving the problem. But if I discuss it with other people, with friends, with family members, or in case of organization with managers, etc., there is a possibility that other people may look at the problem from a different perspective, from a different view, and provide me with better solutions. Okay, so brainstorming is a very good activity in order to solve a problem. Okay. So I have mentioned in the group the entire process of brainstorming. You can just read through it. There's no nothing very difficult in it. Okay. Moving on. Next, the last point is the statistical method. This is also a sub point. Okay. So statistical methods include when all these methods do not work out, we base our decision on statistics. How so? We can use under statistics there are various techniques that are available to solve a problem. Like there is specific decision method. Basically statistical methods include various statistical solutions to data problems. Okay, statistical methods use up data analysis in order to provide you with the right kind of solution or outcome. Okay, so functional research, linear programming, PERT and CPM, all these are part of statistical methods. So we do not need to discuss all these in detail because these are separate topics in themselves. Okay, so we will not discuss it. You just need to know that these are the techniques that are available under statistical method. Okay, so this ends the topic of decision making. Under decision making, see, we have discussed the meaning, the concepts, essential characteristics, nature, importance, the process and methods. Okay, so just go through the document that I have uploaded on Moodle related to the